Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel. So here on my channel I teach people how to sew. So if you're a first timer, you should know that here I teach people how to sew using the Natalie Brace pattern. Like I said before, sometimes I could do freehand. So I want to go ahead and say thank you so much to my new subscribers, those of you that subscribe to my channel. I'm saying a very big thank you from the bottom of my heart. And those of you that haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to my channel and feel free to share my video. Thank you. So in today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to draft a basic sleeve. You know, sometimes people have issues with sleeve pattern. They end up with sleeves that don't fit well, and these issues, this ill-fitting sleeve can be as a result of different factors. For example, when your cap height is not correct, it's not right. You know, some people just assume that a cap height to be 3.5 or it will be this and that. No, that's not it. A cap height is not fixed. It's according to your arm measurement. So like, you don't use a particular cap height, and this thing is so easy to calculate. So today I will show you everything you need to know about sleeve and to achieve a perfect sleeve. I mean, using the word perfect might not really be correct, so but at least something that will look really nice on you, something that you love. So I don't want to talk too much. Let's just get into the tutorial. So in today's tutorial, you get your pattern paper. To begin with, you need to have your pattern paper, and you draw this margin. You know, this margin does not have a particular measurement. The essence of this margin is to guide you to have a straight line. Having a straight line is very important in pattern drafting to avoid unnecessary errors, avoidable errors. So let's get into it. First of all, you need your bicep measurement. Your bicep is the fullest part of your arm. You call it bicep or you call it the top arm. It's the fullest part of your arm. You know, when you stretch your arm, the side that is closer to your arm hole, that is the fullest. That's your bicep. So I'm going to look for a picture of it and put it in the video so that it will guide you on how to take that measurement. So now when you take that measurement, the measurement has to be a close fit measurement. Like, it has to be closer to your arm. You don't like lose the tape too much. You know, we don't need to add too much ease. You know, some people call it allowance, but the right word is ease. We don't need to add too much ease to it, because at the end of the day we are still going to add ease to it, like a particular ease that I'm going to tell you. So when taking that measurement, ensure that your tape is close to your body. I'm not saying you should make it too tight, but you should just relax on your body without too much ease. So when you take that measurement, for example, mine, I'm working with a bicep of 14 centimeters. Mind you, recently I started liking taking my measurement in centimeters. It helps better. You know, it helps us get a better fit. You know, with centimeters, you don't ignore certain measurements. You know, like centimeters, you can measure 14.1, you know, that kind of thing. Instead of you to like say, oh, 1 is small. With centimeters, you can actually work with such numbers. So for me now, I'm working with a bicep of 14 centimeters. Mind you, I'm using a half scale. You will say, 14 centimeters, is it not too small for an adult? Yes, the actual bicep is 28, but I'm using half scale pattern. Half scale pattern means like a miniature, like a small pattern, not actual pattern. So I'm working with a bicep of 14 centimeters. So this 14 centimeters, I'll be adding ease of 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters. Like, that's the standard. So this 14.2.5 centimeter, which is the ease, is 16.5. When you add your 14.5 centimeter plus ease of 2.5, it gives you 16.5. So what you do now is you divide the 16.5 into 2. When you divide it into 2, it gives me 8.25. 8.25. So I will mark it like this. 8.25. Yeah. Here is 16.5. Don't worry, I'll still use the marker so that it will be more visible. So I'll come down again and take that same measurement. 16.5 here, 16.5 here, and 8.25 here. So I'll get my straight ruler and connect these points. I'll get my straight ruler to connect these points. Okay, I'm connecting these points. Alright, so the next thing I will do now is this from here to here. Let me use my marker so that you'll be following along. I don't want to leave you behind. So see what I just did now. See what I just did. I divided my bicep into 2. Okay. Okay. This is what I did. This is the margin that I told you of. This is the margin here. So from here to here is my bicep, which is 16.5, and I now divided it into 2, which is this here and here. So from here to here, I'm still going to divide it again into 2. So here to here is 8.25. So when I did half of it is 4.1. So I'll just measure. I'll just measure now, and I'll put my 4.1 here. Okay, 4.1, and I'll do the same thing here. 4.1, and I'll come down again and repeat the same action. 4.1. Okay, 4.1. Then I'm going to like connect. Yeah. So I'm going to connect now. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the same thing here. You know, some people draft armhole, front and back, the same thing. No. Your front armhole is different from your back armhole. So here is the back, here is the front line, and here is the center line. So the next thing I will do now is I will put out the length of my sleeve. What is the length of your sleeve? So you measure your sleeve length. My sleeve length is 31 centimeters. 31. The actual one is 62, so the half of it is 31. So I'll measure my 31 like this. In fact, by the time you draft this pattern and you use it, you love the outcome. So 31. This is my sleeve length here. So I'll use the marker as well because I want everything to be visible for you. Okay, so That's the sleeve length right there. So the next measurement we are going to take, very important, is the cap height. The cap height. So how do you get your cap height? So when you draft your basic bodies, which in my next video I'm going to show you how to draft this block for some of you that don't know how to draft, the newbies, because I intend carrying everyone along. So when you draft this block, what you do is you take your tape here and you measure from the tip of your shoulder all the way to the end. Here I'm having 10 centimeters for the back. You write it down. You do the same thing again for the front. You do the same thing again for the front. You take your tape around the armhole and you measure. Okay, here I have 10.7, so a total of 20.7. So now I've gotten a total of 20.7 for my armhole. So this 20.7 here, you divide it by 3. You divide this 20.7 by 3 and the answer is 6.9. So that 6.9 is your cap height. You know, I told you it's not fixed. That 6.9 is your cap height. Your cap height. That's how 6.9. So you locate your 6.9 here and you locate your 6.9 here. Okay, and then let me cross check again. I made a mistake. 6.9. I went and no wonder it was looking slanted. 6.9. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so I will connect with my marker. So from here now to here now is your crown, depth of crown, or you call it the cap height. So from here to here is your cap height. So what we'll do next is now to get our point B and our point F. Remember, this line is from this side is the center line. From this center line, this side is your back. Then from this center line to this side now is your front. So let's not get confused at this point. So to get our point B, the calculation is 1/6 times the total calculation we got here from our armhole. This calculation we got here, the back and the front joined together, which is 20.7. So 1/6 times 20.7. Whatever you get, you add 1.5 cm to it. Whatever you have, you add 1.5 cm to it. So that the answer you get, for me now, I got 4.95, approximately 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters. You see, if I use this 5 cent, okay, approximately 5 centimeters here. So I'm correct. 5 centimeters. I mark. Normally I'm not supposed to use this exact value for my half scale pattern, but I'm using it because I want you to understand everything. So I'm using this is 5 centimeters now. So this is my point B. So to calculate my point F now, the calculation is 1/12 times this same calculation, this armhole front and back together, which is 20.7. So you say 1/12 times 20.7, whatever you get, you add 2 cm to it. Add 2 cm to it. So I have done the maths, and my answer is 3.7. Remember, the other one was 4.95. I just approximated it to 5 centimeter, which I could have as well leave it as 4.9, but I just rounded it up to 5 centimeters. So this one now is 3.725. You see what I told you with cm? You can locate this value on your tape, unlike inches. So this 3.725, I can as well approximate it to 4 centimeter, or I can still take it as 3.7. So let me just take it as 3.7, since it's possible to locate it on the tape. 3.7. Okay, this is it. This is our point F. So when you use your actual measurement, it's going to look better than what I am doing now. So let me use my marker, because I want you to see everything. This is our point B. This is our point F here. Okay, so the next thing to do now is for you to connect from point B to point U. This is your point U. Underarm. U means underarm. Okay, from point B now to U, you connect like this. So in case you're wondering, this is not a Natalie Bray's method. This is not my, yes, it's not Natalie Bray's method. This is like a combination of a whole lot of patterns, you know, which I like to use, and it's working for me. I know it's going to work for you too. So you connect from point B to point U, from point B now to point T. Point T is the center of it all. So from point T now, you connect back to point F. All right, to point F, and from point F to point U. I'm still going to use my marker because I want it to be visible. Okay, so let me use my marker and redo it. Okay, it's like this marker is getting finished, though. I need to replace it. Okay, so this is what I just did now. I connected this point to this point, this point to this point, this point to point F, from point F to point U. So what I'll do next now is for me to locate the center of this point. From U to B, you look for the center. So just by eye, you can use your tape like this and you measure. From here to here is about 6 centimeters. So 3 centimeters is the center. You can even use your eye and, you know, try to check the, like, with your eyes. You can equally do it like that. So yeah, this is the center. So you keep measuring to locate the center. Here is about 5.5, which is 2.7. So here you get this is 6 centimeters, so 3 is the center here. So you mark out all the centers like this. So what you do next is now for you to take your ruler and you measure down. From this point now, you go down by 1 cm. Okay, 1 cm. So this point here, you go up again by 1 cm. Mind you, in my half scale pattern, I'm not supposed to go down by 1 cm. I'm supposed to go down by 0.5, half of 1 cm, because it's half scale. So let me do that. So where I'm using 0.5, you will use 1 cm. So I'm coming down by 0.5. You use 1 cm. So here now I came up by 0.5. You use 1 cm. So here I am going up here by 1.2 cm. Half of it will be 0.6 cm. That's half of 1.2 cm. You are using 1.2 cm. So this last one, I'm coming down by 2 centimeters. So on my half scale pattern, I will use 1 cm. Okay, you're going down by 2. So here now is for you. See what you're doing. You're doing 1 here, you're doing 1 here, you're doing 1.2 here, then you're doing 2 here. So that's what you're doing. So the next thing for me to do, I can't get my okay, this is my armhole curve here. So I'll get my armhole curve and I'll connect. I'll try to connect the point at point B, this new point here, and this point U. So I'll try to, like, place my curve in a way that will catch the 3 points. Okay, so whatever I do, I'll use the marker again to make sure it's visible. So I'll try to catch these 3 points again, point B, point, this new point here, and the point T. So I'll make sure my curve, you place your curve, this place, you place your curve like this, your curve is facing this side. Then when you get to this center point, you place your curve like this. So you try to place it in a way that it will catch up the three points like this. Okay, because you want a perfect sleeve. Okay, you keep turning it until you're able to get what you want. Okay, so this one now will be like this again. You keep rolling it till the 3 points are connected. Okay, so here now, this side will face this side like I told you before. All right, normally when you using half scale, you don't expect it to be all perfect like a normal sleeve, because the numbers are too small. Okay, so here goes the crown of my sleeve. So now when you're cutting, you're going to cut like this. Meanwhile, I'm still going to show you how to cut. So here now we have achieved our sleeve crown. So what to do next is for us to locate our elbow point. So when you take your elbow measurement, normally when you take your sleeve measurement, you don't put your hand straight. You put your hand on your waist to have a curved sleeve. That will ensure that you get the maximum length of your sleeve, because you don't want a sleeve whereby when you try to raise up your hand, it's tight or it's loosening at the armpit area. So when you're taking your sleeve measurement, you have to put your hand at akimbo. So that's the right way to take your measurement. So now when you take your elbow measurements, what you do is, my own elbow measurement right here is 18 centimeter for my half scale pattern. So from this point here, this starting point here, you measure your 18 centimeters. 18 centimeters. Okay, you measure your 18 centimeters and you connect. Okay, that's your elbow point. elbow point. So what you do next now is, for you, this back line, you have to come down by 1 cm. No, yes, you can do it for elbow too. Then you go up at the front line by 1 cm. Okay, I hope you're seeing what I'm doing. I hope you're seeing what I'm doing. So what you do now is you connect like this. You make sure you catch up the lines, catch up this line, and this line. Okay, I will show you the essence of what I'm doing now. Then this is the elbow point. Here is the full length. So here now too, you still come down by 1 cm, and on this front line here, sorry, my marker is finished, I'm going to get a new one. So you do the same thing. You do the same thing here. I'll tell you the reason for this. I'm going to tell you the reason for what I am doing now. So you see what I do? Our back here is longer. Our back here, I don't know if you're seeing it on the camera. Our back here is longer than our front here. This is the front of your sleeve, this is the back, is longer. So normally when you sew, if you're sewing like a normal short sleeve, it doesn't look obvious. But when you notice this, if you don't do this, when you notice the mistake on your sleeve is, if you sew something like a puff sleeve, you'll now notice that one side is going down, the other side is jumping up. It's not looking balanced. It's because you did not, curve it, noting that the back is longer than the front. So with this now, when you do this to your sleeve, you're going to have equal hemline. So that's the essence for this. So I'm looking at the sleeve now to see if there is something else that I should do that I haven't done. I'm looking at it now, and as I am seeing, I think I've done everything I'm supposed to do on this pattern. So I'm just going to cut now for you to see what the actual pattern will look like. So watch me as I cut the sleeve. So I will start by, okay, I'm just trying to make sure that the video is as explanatory as possible. So okay, so here now I'm cutting the crown. Okay, so here is what, I don't know why this is keep going on. So this is what my sleeve looks like. So by the time you sew this sleeve to your garment, you have a better fit. So I'm just going to show you how you're going to sew this sleeve to your garment. This sleeve is what they call the insert sleeve. Like we have sleeve for shirts, we have two types of sleeve. The one for shirts, which have a shorter cap height here, and the normal sleeve you use for your dresses, jacket, and things like that. So when you're sewing your sleeve, what you do is, because normally here you have a little bit of ease, it's not your exact armhole measurement, it always have at least like ½ inch or 3/4 inch excess. So from here now, from this point here, you run a gather stitch to this point. All right, you run a gather stitch. So when you sew, you try to ease it into the garment without it actually showing, without the lines actually showing. So you just be careful when you're fixing your sleeve. So that's how to fix your sleeve. That, like, by the time you sew it like this, now, you know, you have a little bit of ease around here. So your gather stitch will help you ease the excess into your outfit without it actually showing. So that's how to fix an insert sleeve. If it was a shirt sleeve, you just fix it round, and you from here you sew it to the main body. But an insert sleeve, you sew here down already, then you fix it to your sleeve. Then that's the essence of that gathers, is for it to ease it into your garment, you know. So this is it for today, class. I'm so appreciative of you for watching my videos. I would like you to subscribe in case you have not subscribed yet. Please do me this favor. I have a lot of content for you, you know, never seen before content on YouTube. I have a lot of it for you. So I just want you to appreciate me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.